I can't help it. I really enjoy the Yakuza soundtrack. Please don't autoplay to something weird. Okay, it wasn't going to. It was gonna autoplay to another like Yakuza soundtrack song. But yeah. Also, I had the dumbest thought, by the way. And Aaron, you might find this funny. And Emma, if you're there, you will definitely find it funny. Dragon Age 2. Serious Hawk. But Hawk is replaced with Kazuma Kiryu. And yes, that is most of my thoughts are stupid thoughts. Like this serious aggressive Hawk, but it's just Kiryu the entire time. Could you imagine doing some of the heat actions on like a fucking Venatori? Dragon Age 2 ever. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you mean this guy? Also pictured, by the way, Aaron. Hawk and Kiryu is Hawk. Anders is just blowing up religion. We're just making fun of stuff. Solid. Basically, the end of Dragon Age 2. After Hawk just wants to have a nice, easy, peaceful nobility life, his best friend and/or fuck buddy blows up religion, and I'm just seeing like, just this. It's very accurate. This is just Anders just celebrating after blowing up the chantry. I do also have this one as well. I have like I'm just saving these gifs at this point. It's fun. Oof. Lamau, imagine doing quests. Please don't break. I tried to do some other mod shit with Frosty and stuff. It's hopefully gonna work. The answer is yes. Awesome. Hey Hawk, how you doing? I've just noticed Hawk has isn't that the first Enchanter's staff, by the way? Well, I know it's the same shape, but like that's basically it, even though it's like weird and chrome and I don't like it. Orsino. I want to call him Osmond. I don't know, like in my head, I don't know why I want to call him Osmond. Oh, Emma. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I had a funny idea. If you're here. Did you hear it? Or did you not? Okay, right. Dragon Age 2. The aggressive, serious Hawk. But Hawk is replaced with Kiryu. Why can I see it? I hate it so much. But at the same time, I love the concept. Oh boy, bunk beds. Oh wait, hang on, let me rephrase. Oh boy, Kirkwall bunk beds. Thanks, Sandra. Oh yeah.
You knew where Hawk was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
Alright, solid. Catch you later,
Inquisition
bud.
as a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen?
Yes.
That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk.
Well, no, because you were too busy
I'm such a
interrogating him.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
I'm sorry. I just want to point out, by the way, that Anara was, like, properly squatting down, like, arse below knee height, and she was still taller than Cassandra sitting on a chair. This fucking unit of a woman. I love it.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Jeez. Okay, how short is Cassandra? Like, is she... She's just really small. Oh, love it.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Oh?
Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Yeah, I know. It's like we could have had the woman who like killed the archdemon, ended the blight. We could have had the man who like killed the fucking Commander Meredith, freed Kirkwall, like repelled the Canary invasion. But no, we have a Canary. Oh, hello. Cassandra's just mad because she might get stepped on.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
It's approximately 5'7". Oh, small.
How's it going?
I mean, I also wouldn't mind that,
See you
Aaron.
later, Bull.
So,
Nice talking with you, boss.
we're gonna do more than talk, big boy! Well, she's small compared to... Well, first of all, yeah, 5'7" is smaller than me. I'm 5'11". But also, like, she is also way smaller than Anara, so... Hey, Varric.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Aw. I wanna hug him.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
I can't... How can I technically hug Varric? Please tell me.
Honestly, I'd rather fight an ancient Darkspawn with a pet archdemon than deal with that hole in the sky. At least you can kill Darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He
Oh,
actually took
right.
control of an
Yeah, not doing
entire
that.
Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right.
You can hug Varric, but at what
Breath,
cost?
what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Fair enough. Alright, Egg, where are you? There you are.
What was this place? So much room for whatever it was here.
Greetings.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What
Oh,
more can I
God.
tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
Oh, I'll take advice from just about anyone right now.
I'm flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
Yeah, like, I did know, obviously, that he was painting shit on the room's walls and stuff, but, like, I hadn't realized that it was actually reflecting the game choices, so I'm looking forward to that kind of shit.
The orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities. giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
I like how he seems so bitter about how Corypheus has unlocked the orb. Okay, for a second, Aaron, I didn't see twat and wink. I thought you said I also had a ginger twink. So I was very confused. Also, I need to put my phone on charge. Give me a sec. He looked like a twink. Well, there's no fucking shortage of them in my life at this moment. Matthew and Ben, for example. Somewhere like a chavvy twink. Oh god! It's horrifying.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed
Solus,
him.
your head is on fire.
Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Ole into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him. As it has done countless fools before.
Solus, do you want to run that by me again? Why are you so certain upon people simply pretending to be gods, Egg? Why? What do you know, buddy? What do you know?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
Why not?
Privacy? Caution? Concern about the direction of this Inquisition once our work is done?
Then don't tell me. I wasn't asking as part of the Inquisition.
I am sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams.
Not really, he's a mage. I'm gonna, I'll work my way into being friends with him, but at the same time, he's a mage.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If Corypheus destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
Ah.
Inquisitor, that is why I joined, not why I stayed.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Yeah, and the destination you enjoy is blowing up the world, you fucking egg!
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers. The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it.
Yes,
In the
she
Fade,
did.
I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real?
It is the Fade. They are all real.
That is such a good opening to a game. I'm sorry, like a good opening to like the proper plot of a game. Because obviously the opening to it, you've got your little backstory, and then Duncan shows up, and you go become a ward. But like the actual opening of the story of Origins is so good. Like when you see Logain just be like, "Nah, peace out. Do not send in the boys."
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
You're saying that you became friends with pride and desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
You trust these spirits not to possess you the first time you accidentally make a wish?
Do you trust your friends not to turn on you?
Well, yes, but they're people.
Ah, of course.
You know what I mean.
Are people only people because they are flesh and blood? Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Varric is definitely defined by his chest hair.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but I see your point.
Thank you. Few are willing to entertain such a notion.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
And obviously, the main reason for why he is concerned about you taking a swig is because obviously it's the combined knowledge of all the servants of Mythal. Servants that would undoubtedly know about him. What up, hot boy?
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
I was distracted, that's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a Darkspawn.
He has really pointy incisors on the bottom teeth. Like, they're really prominent compared to, like, you know, how they should normally be.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't
I know
even
you
related.
would.
Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters...
No,
who
I
entered
I
the
think
Black
it's just because,
City,
like,
he's
I know it's normal, but, like, for whatever reason, just for... It might just be the angle I'm looking at him, that his, like, canines just look really, they look more prominent than they should be, is what I'm saying. He's a fucking werewolf.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane.
Yeah, he is a snack.
But
Look
how
at
many
him.
delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. I have no intention of letting Corypheus win. Not without someone from Tevinter standing against him. It would have been nice if you'd helped stop Alexius. But that's not how things went. So be it. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay and help the Inquisition.
You'd really fight your own countrymen.
Southerners like to think of the Imperium as nothing but slavers and cultists. Why not? That's all you see. But it's not true. Some Tevinters are not only handsome and well-dressed, but rather put off by all that rot. So, I'll happily kill cultists or anyone who thinks a Darkspawn god is the way of the future.
That's what I was gonna say. Have you seen Cassandra's Romance at all, Aaron? Because admittedly, I've not seen Dorian's one, really. But Cassandra's one is the first one I did on my, like, male Kunari, when I, like, my first playthrough of the game. Wholeheartedly recommend it. Like, the Cassandra Romance is so fucking good.
What if this is a ruse? Venatori could have captured you, sent you here.
Rather elaborate, considering they'd need to have assumed you'd escape Haven. But I am the ideal spy. Charming, clever, perfect teeth and hair. It all fits. How about this? Let me help, and you can hang me later, if you wish. I look good in rope.
Look good in rope. Dorian is into Shibari! Which explains why he's such good friends with the Kunari.
We can use all the help we can get.
No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you, either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
He has such a chav swagger as he walks out there, by the way.
Congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Like, the way he walks away there is great. It's a mod I have for him.
That Chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven. You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp, and then that was it.
I'm shocked he helped us instead of running off.
I imagine being attacked by something undeniably evil changes.
To India. He had a trip back to Tevinter is what happened.
He talked about you quite a bit. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. He was terrified of what it meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
Thank you for telling me about that.
I thought it was important. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
I should go.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's the mod is it makes him look like his. I don't want to say necessarily. given the nature of... Hey, Liliana.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I know. I have the list up
I
on
keep
my
wondering if I could
other
have
tab.
done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Obviously, Attila. In a castle surrounded by so many maidens, who wouldn't be? Wait, what? Schmooples? Schmooples the second. No. I forgot that Liliana had nugs. Yeet. Hey Solus. How's it going? No, she's hardened if you just like, well, the thing is, it depends, like, through conversations you have with her in, Dragon Age Origins, you can essentially just make her see the world in a harsher light, because she's originally really quite idealistic and naive. But then, the default, just at all, no matter what you do, she will always be hardened in Inquisition, and you can just soften her again. Is that the Templar wench? No. I thought that was like the multiplayer Templar. Well, it might do, but I've never done that, so. Right. I'm fairly certain my quarters don't exist yet, do they? Because if they do, I'm going to try and change the fucking clothes I'm in. I hate the pajamas. I've always hated these ugly-ass grey pajamas. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's that way as well, isn't it? So, go through and turn left. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's that one there, isn't it? Is it there? Well, I can't go through that door, and this one just leads me to the, like, war room, so it's not this way either. So yeah, like, I need to wait for them to repair shit first. What level am I? 9. Oh, I can do the Meyer stuff now. Let's bring Cool, Solus, and... Actually, no. I'm going to bring Blackwall, Solus, and Sarah. And Dagna yet? Dagna? Oh, yeah, I recruited her. Oh yeah, I should have gone to talk to her. Fuck. I'll do that when I get back. See, if you dress like them, the Avar will see you as one of theirs. Yeah, a little high, but killable.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
I'm trying to remember what one you might be on about. Actually, yes, I will bring Solus. However, I need to get Vivian's fucking devastation from the Avar shaman. I need that on record. I've never personally experienced it, so this will be my chance to experience it.
Look at you, all serious. What do
That sounds about right.
do when there's no blight anyway?
Whatever it takes to keep the world safe.
Like join Inquisition?
If that's what's necessary. Hey, you're here too.
Inquisition can't be all broody beards like you and Cassandra.
She doesn't have the hair for it.
Oh, I bet she does. Places.
I'm just gonna leave her in that actually because it'll make it funnier if I leave her in this, like what the Avar guy says to her. No, is this the door that I need to? Yes. I also remember if you romance Cassandra, and you have Sarah in the party, Sarah tries to guess the color of Cassandra's underwear or something, and then when Cassandra wants no part of the game, she asks the Inquisitor what about, like, if they would tell her. So, my way, blocking my fucking path with his beard.
Careful! Disturbing the water draws them out. Is that a beacon of some sort?
No.
Watch out!
Find any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Oh right, yeah. Shit. Sounds like the Alamari were absolute fucking chads. Oh, cool. That's the reason I'm here, is to do this one. So. I shall continue along the path. Ooh, camp.
This would work for a camp.
I came down to the frostback until we were captured in ambush. He said the game because they had the Inquisition. Yeah, they want to lure out and kill the Herald of Unrest to win favor for their gods. I see.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me. Or the Inquisition soldiers.
Ooh.
They better be fine. And the ones who took them, they won't be.
Sarah sounds oddly aggressive though. Apparently it's a bad omen.
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. There was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Preposterous superstition.
Preposterous is what you wore to a bog, Elysium.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell then.
Watch the water.
I just wanted to get it on record, just Vivian being insulted by an Avar. Cause fuck Vivian. Why would she have that though? Like she's an archer, not a stabber. It's just standing there. Oh yeah, I also have a mod that gives every party member like its their own unique buff. Let me find try and find what the mod is, just so I can figure out what they were. Wait, maybe it's in the Maybe it's actually, you know, in the fucking readme for it, which I think is in the file. It's an interesting one. Because it gives them like little random like passives depending on who they are. Unique passives for companions. Oh shit, okay. Cool. So currently, Blackwall has a chance to sing a defensive party buff on hit, which is fun. Sarah... okay, so that's why she keeps dropping mines, is because her little passive buff is she has a chance to drop elemental mines near target. Nice. And Vivienne has a chance to taunt enemies on hit. Thank God! Yes, please, beat up the French woman!
The gaps in the air. Aye.
Farewell then.
Watch the water.
Oh yeah, it's only once you actually like take out the guy at the end that he fucking offers to join you.
Quite a smell.
Ugh, they're all slimy.
Did so little damage to that one, what the fuck? It is a threat. And, you know, I am always happy to give out hugs. People need to hug more, okay? Yeah, Ferelden does just appear to be just the nation of Giga Chads. Yeah, multiple people vouch for me having the best hugs. Chantel in college, she's also said that. I just like giving people hugs. I don't know if that's weird or not. I like I'm also touch starved, so I mean my want to give people hugs is probably just my also internalized want of companionship. Oh, shit. Oh god, I really wish that one had worked. No, not even remotely close to ready. Yeah, no, like it's that particular part of the classes are not going well. I'm not a dancing person. I'm fucking dreadful at it. I have no intention of ever dancing in my life, and I hate the fact it's on a fucking acting course.
You have no sympathy for the Mage Rebellion.
It's not as simple as you think, my dear.
I understand.
That's not true, Attila. I've known plenty of people who are.
I know that if I had to face you alone, I wouldn't stand a chance. But must it be more complicated than treating people the way you'd like to be treated?
You're right in one thing. You wouldn't stand a chance against me.
See, that shit is why I fucking hate Vivian, by the way. Okay, and Attila, I am emotionally stunted and not particularly athletic, so I'm off on 2 counts there. So, yeah, I don't like dancing. Like, I love seeing other people dance. I love seeing other people, like, enjoy themselves and dance and have fun. It's just not my thing. It's not for me. I've tried it, and I've not enjoyed it. So, yeah. Oh, another evil thing somewhere? No. If I want to get sweaty with also, Attila, no. My favourite way to get sweaty with someone with clothes still on is sword fighting. It's much more enjoyable to me than dancing. So, I would rather swing a hunk of metal at someone than dance. Come here, bitch. Okay, I will also admit that is an exception. Kaylee dancing, I would fucking happily do. But that's also because of my aggressive patriotism. Kaylee is okay. In the like words of Danny Boy, a Scottish comedian, a Kaylee is a cross between a dance and a fight. You will enjoy yourself, but you will be bruised. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. It's it's traditional Scottish dancing. So it's very fun. It's incredibly energetic. But it is also the one part of dancing that I am up for. I always have. I've always enjoyed Kaylee dancing. I enjoyed learning it when I was in primary school. I enjoyed learning it in high school. There was one last week that I wanted to go to, but I unfortunately couldn't. And just like, it is something I enjoy doing. Because people get really into... There's lots of spinning. There is so much spinning.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Yes, you're not wrong, Winch. That's the thing. You're really not wrong. But no, it's very fun. Just Google Kaylee dancing, Attila. It probably something you would enjoy. And I've never actually had the opportunity to go to a proper Kaylee, and it makes me so sad. Oh yeah, you can't do that on the flying ones, I forgot. Oh god! Like, Kaylee dancing is very energetic and very enjoyable. Strip the Willow is fun. Honestly, I won't lie, I'm quite partial to Gay Gordons. But I don't really have a favourite because unfortunately I've never had the opportunity to go to one. So as a result, I've never had time to like properly develop a favourite, but Strip the Willow is definitely one of them. Get my fucking way, people. I saw something to fucking loot. Blackwall, stop being so fucking wide. Oh, that's fun. Like, there was, because of the DDS stuff, the sword fighting class that I go to, in the same building, there are, there's like other stuff that goes on, and there was a Kaylee they were hosting, which the DDS guys got invited to. And I wasn't able to go! I really wanted to, but I wasn't able to. And it annoys me. Because it would have been my first actual opportunity of going to a Kaylee. But I will manage it one day. And I will have the time of my fucking life. Yeah, it makes me upset that I've never been able to. You've said the magic word there that'll get Emma excited to make me go to a Kaylee, and that is tartan. She really wants me in a kilt. I have worn a kilt in the past, I just unfortunately don't own one because they're fucking expensive. I would look great in a kilt, but the college wouldn't allow me to wear it to college. I wouldn't be allowed to wear it to class, sadly. Unless I put like leggings on underneath, and we all know that's not right. See, that's the thing, I still don't actually know what my family's tartan is. Because my family is a subsidiary of McThomas, which I believe I have the kilt pin somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, this is the McThomas kilt pin. Which probably won't be able to properly see, but fucking why not? So, yeah, like it's not gonna focus or anything. Yeah, so yeah, it's my family line is a very small part of another one. I think we have our own variation of the tartan, but as a result, we get to wear the McThomas one. But the thing is, like, McThomas isn't a particularly big clan either. But due to like various other marriages and stuff, there's so many. I think in total, I think there's 5 tartans that I am traditionally being allowed to wear. Because I know there's Gunn, but fucking everyone can wear Gunn. Stuart, McThomas, Macintosh, I think, and I think there's another one. I can't remember which one it is. I have to ask my mum; she knows. I think it's a weird. It's an obscure one, if I remember correct. But yeah. Well, yes. Oh, right, yeah, that's what it's here, isn't it? Mine, I believe, is a cat, Aaron. Yes. I actually, is this the McThomas one? This might not be McThomas. I think this is a different one. I'm gonna Google the McThomas one. McThomas town. Yeah, so that's the McThomas town. What is the crest? Oh no, this is it actually. Yeah. There's two. Like, if I'm correct, my specific one is another one, but the McThomas one is Deo Juvante Invidium Superabo. With God's help, I will overcome envy. And it's a cat with a snake. Mine. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I do remember this. My actual name, like my actual name one, originated in Perth, if I believe. Yeah, first found in Perthshire, and the it's actually really funny. Attila, you'll find it funny. You know one of Highlander's lines being a quote to do with Scottish history and stuff. The one of Highlander's lines is also the motto of my family, which is "Touch not the cat, but a glove." Like that, my actual clan one is that. So, funnily enough, that makes me even more annoyed that I'm shit at playing Highlander in For Honor, because my actual fucking clan is represented in one of his fucking lines. Yeah, true. Shut up, though. I don't need your logic here. Speaking of, Lawbringer is now, he is now rep 67. I'm 3 reps away from maxing him out. I'm actually just gonna, real quick, remove that. Your family crest is a bat, Attila. Love you too, Dracula. If you don't want the Transylvanian jokes, just stop being Transylvanian, okay? It's your own fault. Ow. Demons! I can't really explain what mine is, because it's in multiple parts. And very, very odd.
Good work. We have a path free of corpses back to the shore.
The thing is though, like, I just want to point out, you are nowadays, like, still capable of creating your own tartan. Like, that's a fully I was gonna say acceptable.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
I love that one. Like, it is a possible and doable thing to create your own tartan. And my plan is, if the stream grows large enough, I will get a tartan made for the community. That is also true. Isn't the video saying about the plan? The one about the great kilt. Yes, I did. I believe it was. No, tartan is. You know what? Do you know what a kilt looks like, Chrono? You know, like the like plaid thing. You know, the particular thing. Tartan is a. It's the patterning on the fabrics and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's the patterning on that. Traditionally, each Scottish clan and family and stuff have their own specific tartan to them, and you can get one made up, like a pattern and a colouring and a scheme and stuff like that. So like it would be fully possible that if the stream got to a particular collective point, I would actually just get one made for the fucking stream, which would be fun as fuck. Let's face it. Well, you can just kind of make them for groups. Well, let me just Google it. Can you make your own tartan? Okay, this is from McGregorandMcDuff.co.uk. Whether you can't find the perfect tartan, or if you would like an exclusive design inspired by your family or business, you will be able to create a tartan that is completely unique to you. Your tartan will also be officially registered with the Scottish Tartan Authority, and a certificate will be issued. So you can actually get one made for a business, and technically, because I am an affiliate and therefore had to be registered as a business, I can get a tartan made for my business, i.e. the stream. Well, a coat of arms is different. That would be the crests and stuff, Winch. So like that would be like the crests are like the coat of arms. The tartan is just a particular colouring. And stuff like that. Well, it comes under it. Yeah, it's a type of heraldry. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Yeah. Yeah, Winch has got it. I want to see what mine is actually. I did Google it. I have just looked at it. But I want to see what it actually looks like. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. So my family... Well, funnily enough, my family is one of the main sept names of Clan McThomas. So, it's one of the bigger parts of it. That said, McThomas has a fucking lot of them. So... the McThomas tartan is kind of cool. Clan, first one. CLAN. There's no second N on it. Let me hang on. Let me just Google list of Scottish clans. I just really need to, like, quickly just check the list, because I'll probably recognise the name if I see it. Anderson. That's the other one. Anderson, if I remember correct, was my my maternal grandma's original family name before they married my grams. So Anderson is my one. It is another one, and the crest for that is an oak tree. That's cool. The Anderson motto is "Stand Sure." Love it. Oh, mate, I'm really jealous of the Barclay clan fucking crest. It's got a knife. Admittedly, the Bannerman one also has a sword, which is much cooler. Yeah, you are right. Well, it's not so much anymore since we don't really use it. Well, most of the world doesn't use like heraldries and stuff like that anymore, like to that extent. Obviously, everyone wants one, but ugh, Campbell's. Here's the thing, guys. If you were unaware, Attila, I know you will be fully aware. Campbells are not well liked in Scotland due to a lot of heinous things, and one particular heinous thing they did in Scottish history, otherwise known as the Massacre of Glencoe. There are, to this day, still places in the Highlands of Scotland that have like pubs and bars and like inns and other establishments and stuff that actually have signs saying that Campbells are not allowed in their businesses. Like, we keep grudges for a long fucking time. So yeah, we are, Chrono. We are very much. The whole independence referendum debacle is what has convinced me that as well as a minimum voting age, there should also be a maximum voting age. Like a maximum age you are allowed to hit before you are not allowed to vote anymore. Because the independence referendum was skewed by a large margin because the Tory party lied to the old cunts in the country. However, in doing so, they flubbed, like, they got several 100,000 extra votes because all the old people believed what they were saying. That's what I mean. Like, within a few months of the referendum vote, there was something like 35,000 old people who voted no died. And it makes me want to go to the afterlife and punch a bunch of old people. Because, that is what I'm saying. If you will not live to see the repercussions of the actions you are taking, you should not be allowed to take action on that vote. If you will not live to suffer the consequences of the vote you have made, you should not be allowed to actually vote on that fucking issue. And it angers me so much. I'm gonna be honest. all it would take for me to rise up and actively take part in a violent rebellion against the English fucking government would be some fucking folk music and a proper rallying cry. It probably would not take very much to make me go to war against England. It's a bit of a problem. No, I need to be cognizant enough to kick the shit out of them, Attila. I think England should just get independence from Scotland. Like, Scotland is apparently such a financial drain on England. They should just go off and do their own thing if they're that fucking successful. Yeah, did you not see that, Attila? Now that Liz Truss is gone, Boris Johnson is apparently back in the runnings to take the position again. Even though he just fucking left. Like, fucking... He resigned. And, yeah, and he's still under education. Yeah, he is still under education because he's a fucking dumb piece of shit. Actually, no, he's not. That's the unfortunate thing. He's not dumb. It's like Trump. It's a calculated buffoonerism. Intentionally stupid. Honestly, if I was gonna go back in time to do one, like, big thing, I would be going back in time to hand Guy Fawkes a Zippo. And I've got one, like, right here. I play with it all the time. Of course, now that I say that, it's gone missing, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Normally I have a lighter, like, within arm's reach of me at all fucking times. And the one time I want to be like, aha, here's a point to prove, I can't fucking... Fuck's sake. Oh, there, so it's on the fucking floor. Of course it is. So... mine has a weird, edgy skull on it. Someone gave me it for my birthday at one point. Yeah. It's got one of those, like, edgy fucking Ace of Spades cones on the back of it. Unfortunately, it's also very dry at the moment, so won't actually light. And I've run out of lighter fluid. I was too busy setting shit on fire. So. See, I've gotten past my, like, actual edgy phase. Now I'm just sad and angry at the world. I'm not edgy, I'm just depressed. It's Sarah. Open the door, you fucking crime elf. Thank you. A book. Ooh, a Grey Warden tome.
The history of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
I'm sure it is. Winch, do you know who the current state benefits financially right now? Tories.
Fuzzhead.
So, yeah. It's the fact we need to ask permission to have a vote to leave the Union. Which, funnily enough, blocks, like, it actively says in the fucking document that created the Union that if one party wishes to leave the Union, the other cannot prevent it. Otherwise, it is therefore no longer a lawful union and it is immediately dissolved. It says that in the fucking contract. And, like, have you noticed how the Tories are never going to be like, no, you're not allowed it, because they know if they outright, they will stall and stall and stall and stall and stall. Because if they actively say, no, you can't have it, we win immediately. And we become independent.
Grand.
And yeah, I feel you on that, Aaron. Like, it disgusts me that that is something that Scotland is now fucking known for. Like, there was a lot of bitterness in me for that kind of thing. Yeah, that was the vote. Like, the independence referendum... like, we are the only country in the world to vote against its own fucking independence. Because, funnily enough, they fucking lied. Actually, Emma, you'd be surprised. There is actually a lot of royalist sentiment in Scotland. Yeah, depresses me as well. Because of centuries of fucking indoctrination efforts, that's why. I remember when I was in, I think it was in like first year or something, me and my friends drafted up a battle plan of how Scotland would invade and take over different parts of the world, piece by piece. If I remember correctly, we left Ireland and Wales alone.
Herald of Andraste, face me! I am the hand of Thoth himself!
Why do you not want to watch Dune? Or Dune, sorry. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I would disagree, personally. Attila got me to watch it, and it was really fucking cool. It was really good. I will take personal annoyance with the fact that it's not a Dune movie. It's like Dune Part 1. I don't like that. Like, it was advertised as a Dune movie, and it was just like the first part of a Dune movie. So, yeah, the next part is coming. I know you are a stubborn wench when it comes to things you don't want to do. However, was I not correct about the Descent DLC? I think I've earned a wee bit of credit here. That's just because you're bad at video games, okay? You can't blame everybody else for the fact that you're shit at playing games. Well, I mean, you can. I do it very often with For Honor, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, he is incredibly particular when it comes to movies.
Herald of Andraste.
I dealt with the Avar. Is everyone all right?
Yes, your worship. The injured need some rest, but we can return on our own.
I can't believe the Herald came for us.
What up, Big Bear?
Your god looks after you, Herald. There lies the brat. His father, chief of our holding, would duel me for the loss if he cared enough.
The Inquisition has a purpose your chief lacks.
Is this why the Lady of the Skies led me here? To help heal the wounds in her skin? Aye, I'll join you. Let me make peace with my kid and I'll find where you set your flag.
Yeah, boy! I know, he's the one I play! He's the one I play in the multiplayer, remember, Attila? I saw you could play an Avar and I decided I would play nothing but. Again, aggressively patriotic, okay? And they literally refer to like everyone in Ferelden and Orlais as fucking lowlanders. How could I not like him? And then there's my Kunari there in her fucking body paint. Oh, judge the prisoner!
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Oh, speaking of For Honor, first of all, Aaron, crossplay is out fully for Honor, so if you want to get into the game that has made my life hell, please do hit me up. Second of all, Dead by Daylight, the game that has made Emma's life hell, has a For Honor fucking crossover on the way, which is adding in a fucking night killer to Dead by Daylight from For Honor. And they had a fucking like little teaser for it recently, and it showed what is definitely a Zweihander, so I'm fairly certain it's going to be a warmonger. Okay, like Attila, to put it in a more diplomatic way, because obviously I know you are very well-intentioned, but often misconstrued. Aaron, Dune is a very gorgeous movie, and the scene I know is the scene he's gonna fucking send you is probably the is it the like House Atreides fucking scene with the like all of them lined up and shit? Yeah. It's a good scene, and it's even if you don't want to watch the movie, the clip itself is probably kind of cool. And you might enjoy it. Even if not as a recommendation to watch the movie, it's cool to watch the clip. And yes, of course, the muscular Kunari.
Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived
I also have
their
the books.
initial
They're over there.
encounter with you, of course.
Will we be taking heads right here in the hall?
Goodness, no! If such an option is available, it will be done elsewhere. And it may not be necessary. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it.
I also own and have read all the Narnia books,
Justice
Winch.
has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Judging people in my fucking pajamas.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
Yeah, it's like the 4th book, isn't it?
Chief Movran
Love
the
it.
Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
You answer the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
He's such a lad. I love him.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan with as many weapons as you can carry to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Wolverine is he's easily one of my favorite sitting judgments.
Knight Captain Denham, Inquisitor. He awaits judgment for serving the Lord Seeker at Therenfall Redoubt.
Death.
I knew some of the knights who died there. I asked to oversee his sentencing. The Envy Demon perhaps fooled the Knight Captain, but following his superior's orders nearly destroyed the Templars.
I love this throne, but it's so unfortunate with the camera angles.
I hope the Knight Captain is lucid enough to understand what he's done.
I only did as I was told.
Knowingly or not, you condemned your brothers and sisters to death.
You would have done the same if you hadn't abandoned the Order. I served faithfully. It went red after what the Lord Seeker told me to do.
Traditionally, he's exiled. What? Why would I exile him? I'd just fucking kill him. Yeah, why is there not just an execution thing? But yeah, I'm just gonna let the fucking Templars do it.
I didn't suffer at your hands. That was your knights in the Templar Order. Let the remaining Templars judge the man who failed them.
The penalty will be death. They can't. Not after what I've seen.
Sorry, I didn't see your message until too late. I don't have another one. You'll be able to screenshot it from the VOD, I think. Yeah. This is true. There are multiple other instances of me being able to judge people. I will get you one eventually.
No expense.
Oh, I'm sorry. That immortal one, that is completely different in the image from what it appears to be. Definitely not. A little better, but still not great. Oh, that's a bit more like it. That's quite good. I think this is the Parvolin one as well, not just the Kunari one, which is really funny. Which means that, like, the people in Parvolin just fucking love lots of cushions. Yeah, just a flat. Actually, no, like, they do have the Nomakanari one as well. Actually, I think it is a pretty sparse one, to be fair. Damn it, they won't let me jump to my death. I'll head down to the, Undercroft and I'll see what it is. Oh yeah, Dagna.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived?
You should see for yourself.
Nice. The Atreides theme is fucking awesome.
Hello there.
Small.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Yeah.
I welcome you to the Inquisition, and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible
That's a
things.
good question, Winch. Maybe
The
they
best to
wouldn't.
make, well, possible. I've looked at Harrod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Talk to children about, yeah. Bed. Yeah, that's the Parvolan one. Where's the actual... Oh, they don't actually have the... I do not have the actual Kunari one. It's a shame. I might honestly have to end up swapping to the regular Kunari throne, because those statues, as much as I love them, do really get in the way. I do. I've never really finished writing her sheet properly, and two, I've not actually used her or anything yet. Night, Attila. Ooh. Excuse me? Why does it suddenly go from... Oh, right. Sword of Charis. That's fun. Yeah. That one. Oh, I didn't get the things. I got the actual swords, didn't I? Yeah. What the fuck? Hmm. Love it. Legion Battle Mage armor. Not bad, actually. He still looks so wrong in that. Well, did some of the armors that I am able to get, like when put on Bull, look really good. Even if they do cover his tits, you know? Alright, and he loads in. There we go. I love, by the way, that, like, you can see, like, this is how chunky he is normally. Quite rotund. And then as soon as you put him in the actual Kunari armor, he slims up so much. I really like that stuff for him, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looks a bit odd, but it looks really good on him, in my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick him in this, why not? And we'll make it a nice purple. Can tint it afterwards anyway, so. Ugh, excuse me. I don't think he's ever fucking dying. Actually doesn't look too bad. I would put it on me, but I'm intending to keep her in the Avar armor for a while. Because he has that one, so give him that. Admittedly, I also have that ability, so maybe I should take that off him. Yeah, you get nothing. You, on the other hand, you can have many things. Because you're a good boy, Cole. I thought I said belt of swaggering for a second, I won't lie. Which actually really would have made it funny to put on Dorian if that's what it said. Guess you can have the evil fucking red lyrium staff. Why not? That can't go wrong at all, I'm sure. You can have that one. Oh, yes, cool. You don't get anything. You've already got something cool. You have Bianca. Yeah, you can have a... Yeah, sounds like one for Iron Bull. Yes. I will not be selling anything in there because that's the one that has a ridiculous... Because that one's modded, I'll get a ridiculous amount of money. So... Is there anywhere else in the... There's no other shops in Keep, is there? I have to actually go somewhere to sell stuff. Hello, Josephine.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The Templars will be scrutinizing your leadership. They should feel secure here.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp.
Funnily enough, yeah.
Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause.
My poison of choice? How do you mean, Maxie?
So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Corypheus will pay when I face him again.
I dearly hope that happens soon. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that are...
Oh, alcohol. I've never... That's the thing. I'm not a big drinker. Just straight in any regard. I don't drink very often. It's like once a month, maybe. And I've only ever been drunk 3 times in my life. One of which you can watch entirely, because it was a fucking drunk stream that I did when playing For Honor. With a bunch of fucking Americans and Canadians. Because I was playing For Honor till like, what, 6 in the morning? So yeah, I just opened up, like, and personally, I do kind of like mead. I've never gotten into whiskey, really, which, again, weird, given me. I would have pointed to my flags, but they're still not up, because I needed them down for college. I don't like beer. Beer tastes like lighter fluid mixed with piss, to me. So I've never been a big fan of beer. Personally, if I'm going to drink anything when I'm out and about, since most places don't carry mead, I like gin. Gin's my particular drink of choice. Specifically, I like kind of odd gins. My preferred one is a botanical one from a company called Boe, B-O-E. It's a violet flavored gin. Not like Parma violets, like the wee sweeties. It's like the flowers and stuff. It's purple. It's really cool. Yeah, you can do that at some point if you want, Aaron. I've actually, like, there's one I've still not fucking finished either. It's over here. It's, God, this is... It doesn't do much for my image, does it? That this is the fucking bottle of mead that me and Emma bought when we were out. Oh yeah, because it's got the big picture, shouldn't I? Fucking blood. So mead and cherry wine, but again, I don't drink very often, so. Funnily enough, Lindisfarne. This is one of theirs as well. So yeah. Yeah, doesn't do myself any favors that this is the fucking bottle of mead that I own. Is one that genuinely has. I know there's a couple other places. For example, I have a friend of mine who lives in Glasgow who makes his own. Here's the bottle he gave one to me in at one point. It's so fucking dusty. It's been down there for years. He makes his own mead. This one was, I think it was, funnily enough, a cherry flavoured one. And he called it Fairy's Blood. The sketchiest looking, completely above board thing I've ever done. Because me and this guy, we were trying to meet up for ages. Like I met him on Outlaw King. Like when I first like got onto the acting scene, like first got into the extra work and stuff like that. Was on Outlaw King and I met him there. His name's Michael. He's awesome. I have him saved in my phone as Meadman. He's got a big, massive, bushy beard. And he just, like, over the course of working on the, like, doing the extra work and doing the combat stuff, we got talking, became friends. And he mentioned to me that he made his own mead. And I asked him, would it be possible to have it? Do you sell them? Do you give it to mates? Stuff like that. And it turns out, yeah, he sells them. It's £5 a bottle. Just for that wee bottle there. And he makes a bunch of different varieties. Like he makes like just bog standard honey with just bog standard mead with just honey. He makes like the cherry one. He does like spiced ones, apple ones, like a lot of fruity flavors and like odd flavors and stuff like that. And I made a deal to get 3 bottles off of him. One was a spicy one, like had like chili through it and stuff. One was the cherry one, and one was just bog standard mead. And after weeks after Outlaw King ended, we kept trying to meet up, and just neither of us had a schedule that lined up to like, because he lives in Glasgow, I don't. So it was very difficult for me to actually get in contact with him to get it off him. So it got to the point that just one day I was in Glasgow, I was in the bus station because I was about to come home. Like I think I was like an hour away from getting on my bus and going home, and he messages me. He's like, "Here, mate, where you are?" And I just said, "Oh, funnily enough, I'm actually in Glasgow today. I'm at the bus station." He's like, "Cool, I'm 5 minutes away from the bus station. Stay there." So he took way more than 5 minutes, which was funny. And then, as I'm in the bus station, I'm waiting for him. Finally, he shows up. He comes into the bus station through the doors, bald guy, big bushy beard with a bag on his back. He walks up to me, shakes my hand, pulls the bag off his back, opens it, pulls out 3 non-distinct brown bottles, hands them to me, gives me a hug, leaves. I take those 3 bottles, put them in my bag, and then immediately get on a bus and go back to Edinburgh. From any outside perspective, I have no idea what that fucking interaction looked like. Completely fine and above board, but it did look like I was about to go firebomb somebody. So yeah, that was fun. And the mead was really nice as well, so that helps.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Ooh, what's that? Oh yeah, this is where the vault is or something, isn't it? The money. Ooh, spooky books. How to act for Reldon. Pyramids of Paravolin. Ooh. Paravolin had a rich history before the Q never came to its shores. Tear your eyes away from Kundar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. It's a jungle! Ooh. There is a vast cities that proclaim in silence, we were here. Parvolin's distinctive pyramids, looming from the overgrowth, have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They don't seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Neat. Hmm. That's cool. I'd forgotten all about that. I like talking about my acting adventure. It's not much, and like I never try to seem as if I am some fucking fantastical big name actor man. Like what I have done and what I do at the moment is not anything special. Like I show up to get yelled at by the ADs and like do some shit in the background. That's currently what I do for a job in that kind of aspect. I do want to do more, and that's currently why I'm in college, to learn how to act, to then
First, a full
go
wheel
do
of
it.
Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
You never know. One day I might get like supporting character on something or other, and then I'll be able to talk about being an actor. That's when I'll actually class myself as an actor. Is when I have a real part in an official production. Then I will probably let my ego inflate a little bit, and I'll feel kind of good about myself. I'll try not to become too much of a dick, though. Yeah, I know.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen
Bullshit. You followed Hawk. And that's a good thing, Aaron. Like, I remember last college course, they asked us like a little thing, which is like identify 3 parts of the creative industries you'd want to work for and like what you'd want to do. And voice acting was one I put down for as well. Specifically for shit like something I really want to do is, as much as he's a shitty writer, he's never gonna watch these fucking VODs, so whatever. As much as he's not the best writer in the world, I really, 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 really want to get onto a Quantic Dream game. Because that kind of thing is like my ideal thing. Incredibly story-driven, incredibly acting-based, quite interesting depending on the premise. Like, that's the kind of thing I want to get into. Like, obviously not like Detroit Become Human 2, because that's never going to be a thing. But if it was a thing, that's what I'd want to do.
I don't even know how to deal with all this. Just make something up. It'll be fine.
Oh, so we're saving the world through bullshit now? All right, I can manage that. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
There's no way I can be bigger than myself, Varric.
Sure you can. You don't see yourself like they do.
Yeah,
The
an
Skytear
RPG
folk
companion
and
would be
demons
great.
everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. You're the sign that somebody might hear their prayers.
Dragon
That
Age 5,
maybe
the
they're
Dragon
not
Age. That would be
abandoned
cool.
after all. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you're not going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
I really want to know how you fucking play it. Someday they will actually invent the game and release it, and we will know how to play Wicked Grace. Okay, so there's the Templars. Logically, that'll be Corypheus. Well, that's the that's okay. So that's the breach exploding everything. That's the Inquisition. Oh, look at that! Some wolves have been painted on the wall. Do you like wolves, Solus? There's Envy and the Templars and shit. There's Corypheus showing up to rock our shit at fucking Haven. And there's the rest of the wall. It's free currently.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
The threat worked.
No, it didn't.
Walks off.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan.
I wonder where he would have gone.
One more attempt to seal the rifts.
His sassy little dramatic.
No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
You didn't say it that way, I don't think. You just said it.
Is that how you remember it? That is what I mean about perception shaping our existence.
But that's only true in the Fade.
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Here's the question. Here is the question. Okay, so Solus, obviously his whole dreamwalking ish aspect, weird. Your Inquisitor is obviously, especially if they are an elf, quite lucid in their dreams, so able to do shit like that as well. Okay, I have to question this. Obviously, the two of them can interact in the Fade in their dreams together. So, logically, there must have been, if you are like an elf mage wench romancing Solus, there is, at some point, in an alternate universe, where he's not a fucking dauber, there is a situation wherein the two of them got down and dirty, fucking went at it for several hours, passed out asleep and exhausted, and then in the Fade continued to go at it. That has to have been a thing that occurred. If not, why not? Yeah, yeah, so would I. I think most of us would. It just sounds fun. Interesting. Cool. What's this door? Got up, birdies.
So, I assume you're Talvishoth or something like.
Why would you assume that?
I would love to see that.
My skull open at our first meeting before I said a word. Centuries of warfare with the Kunari do lead to this state of affairs.
You've encountered Kunari before.
Kunari raids are rather old hat for anyone from the Eastern Imperium. Although the attacks aren't quite the rampaging wars of ages past. Now we're like two angry dowagers who only remember to spit at each other when they pass on the street.
Did you meet any Kunari personally?
None who weren't rushing towards me with a sword. I was too busy running in the other direction to say hello. I've met some Talvishoth in my time, however. Mercenaries and a few merchants. They're not the same as Kunari. Might easily be a different people altogether.
If only other people knew that.
It's a southerner thing. Most of them don't even know what a Kunari looks like. Forgive their ignorance, O mighty one. They shall learn proper fear in time.
Lots of people want to kill Tevinters. Not just Kunari.
True. Generating goodwill hasn't exactly been a Tevinter strength through the ages. A similarity of my people to yours, in fact. Hmm?
You'd think it would bring us closer together.
Instead, we're like two cats in a sack. Sad, really.
There must be some reason you haven't left. You can't want to stay.
Why? I have to be fond of you to agree with what you're doing. I do think you blunder about, Inquisitor, thrashing like a caged dragon at everything that displeases you. I still believe Corypheus needs to be stopped, and that I need to be here to help stop him.
Why is that so vital to you? There must be a reason.
I'm just whimsical that way. Of course there's a reason. Corypheus was a Magister. He represents everything dark and terrible in my country. I have to help. Even if it means I stand on the sidelines watching, I'll do it. I need to know he's defeated. If that's meaningless to you, then tell me to go and I will.
No, I'm not asking you to leave.
Excellent. Then let's not belabor it further.
Oof. Got into an argument with my sassy gay friend. Also, no, we won't end up in the Golden City, Mexi, because it is not the Golden City any longer. It is now the Black City because of all the shit that the Magisters did.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no
Unless
idea
type, yeah,
that
sure.
Bianca would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, like, it was already, like, there was, I think he expressly said dust and echoes when they first got there, so.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. At your service.
You fucking druggo.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
What would you like to know?
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages, that sort of thing?
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates, or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
Yeah, the Fade has always been kind of a funky thing, which is why I quite like it.
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me, but I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
Well, I meant, admittedly, I'm much closer to the camera, but yeah, she's also fucking massive.
13. That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical? The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's harrowing, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
His voice occasionally reminds me of the guy that plays Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
There's just little parts of his intonation here and there remind me of him.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yeah, Bull and that should be in their
Stefan
actual little
finally
quarters now.
died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
I think these are 3 of the multiplayer classes. Right here. Neat. Yeah, I do get that. Like, I don't like the fact you can't see it either. What up, Big Bull?
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Is he always like this?
I'm afraid so. The chief loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Krem.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
One of my favorite lines in this game.
Did you always know?
Yes. It's not the most fortunate thing to know about yourself growing up in Tevinter, one rung above slavery.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's
That's really wholesome. I didn't realize the Kunari had like
a lot of them went looking for stronger
such a
drinks.
nice
We
outlook
got
on
Rocky
it.
and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Who knew that the Kunari would have fucking trans acceptance of all fucking people?
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Sounds legit, I suppose.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain. Something like that.
I love Grim.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
I like that they gave like a little bit of backstory to everyone in his little company. Makes it all the more, like, you know, terrible if you do decide to let them all die.
Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. You know how it is. Even growing up Talvashath, your parents had to tell you about some of it, right? No names. I figure your parents chose yours the same way. Nice going on a Dar, by the way. Weapon. I like that.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a
Pretentious dick.
person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
My parents told me stories about what the re-educators did.
Yes, you were lucky your parents got away. The weak minds get bent into the right shape. Strong minds like yours. They'd have given you a poison called Kamek. You'd have been a polite, happy laborer for the rest of your life. And you'd have had a handler to help you eat and make sure you didn't crap your pants.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
One of my favorite lines, like Cole and Bull's relationship is great, but one of my favorite lines as well is it's the line where he's just like, "I like your horns, Iron Bull," and he's just like, "Thanks, kid." And he's like, "But they're not bull horns; they're dragon horns. You could have been called the Iron Dragon." And he's just like, "Oh shit, that would have been better." That's like one of my favorite lines between the two. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, that was really fucking freaky. I'm home by myself at the moment, and I thought I heard noises downstairs. I did not, though.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
I hope I can help
I
somehow.
hate that wall.
Maybe cleaning?
Keep forgetting about that
The
fucking
funniest
wall.
thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vashel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away, but having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Sarah, I like Sarah.
Who is asking for this?
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has
Still
to
like
be
the little
tall
bee
and skies
tattoo
and
I've got on
ancient
there now.
arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Ooh.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Just you and me messing around in people's stuff. You know, to start.
But I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader?
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Just you and me. You know, I would like that.
Oh, yes, please. Let's go. Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh. What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people.
Are you
Come on,
sure?
next one.
I also seem to be out of frame.
Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff.
5 minutes of
Except
sloppy boss. That sounds like
But
such a
whatever.
euphemism.
Next up.
Liliana using blood magic to make her birds like her.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people.
She's
Still
so fucking
one of them.
tall!
If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. It was fun chasing you, Inquisitor. Nice for you. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
From Haven's fire come we, the able true. To Skyhold now, a fortress.
Archery contest Saturday. All challengers welcome. Sister Liliana to judge, except Varric and Bianca.
with our hero born in you. Inquisitor, there's none as brave as she. I think that one is just me showing off.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
I could almost see what had happened to her.
Yes.
Is that what it's like for you?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Oh. Cole is such a wholesome little bean. Fucking disturbed bean, but a wholesome one nonetheless. Oh wait, there is shops here. Forgot. Ooh. Hmm. This is such a weird looking shield, isn't it? Fuck it, I'll buy all three of them. Not as if I'm strapped for cash. Or two strapped for cash at least. Ugh. You have to be human, don't you? Why is it red? My Inquisition isn't red. Why the fuck is that red?
Our mounts have never had better.
Hey, Blackwall.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help.
Alright, Aaron. I'm gonna go to sleep soon as well, and I'm getting quite tired, so.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you. And I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
That's good to hear. I do not wish to disappoint.
You could never disappoint me.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't. Diseased, maybe.
You didn't see it. It had colored fire.
My father saw the last archdemon. You don't know anything.
Because that doesn't sound like an argument of, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong. Which one are you working on just now? Josephine. That's what I thought.
Master Solas asked. And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her.
Okay.
Cheer up, Josie. We'll
Yeah,
at least
I know
have
the
her
one.
attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
She'll have us flogged alive?
I believe she meant flayed alive. Her ladyship tends to confuse metaphors when she's excitable. I dissuaded her from sending
Can imagine
soldiers
it
when
would.
she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
Why did it feel like Anara was just about to, like, fucking
Right
lean
on
over the top of Josephine?
In front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death.
I could
Lord
absolutely
Gennard
see that
still
going on.
won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
Two and a half hours, I think, but no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montelier.
Goodness. I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, Your Worship.
I know, they're cute.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Okay, that's definitely one of the multiplayer characters right there. That elf. You're forgetting that this place is even fucking out here, you know that? It's not an area you really come to often. You only ever come here when Morrigan's here. Interesting. Oh, there's so many French people. French people with a thing for standing in the furniture, apparently.
Law has asserted itself. Honored to help with these.
I've got a minute if you need something.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
I've already asked
Carry
them all.
on.
Never mind. Ugh. The only one I've not spoken to yet is unfortunately fucking Vivienne.
Yes?
Oh, never mind. I really don't give a shit about you. Well, for one thing, you can't romance Vivienne. I also just don't like her as a character. Plus, I think if she has a mission for you, it's like, you know immediately when you go and talk to her. Like, you can try and romance her, and she just laughs at you.
Standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
Do you need something?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I think I've gone around everyone at this point, so I will. Ooh, what's over here again?
With allies come enemies.
Oh, alright.
Now we have a place to hold them. Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Oh, actually, yeah, this is a reference to Game of Thrones. I'm fairly certain. Somewhere out here. Well, in Inquisition at the very least, I do know there is one. You find a cell somewhere that's like open to the air. Don't know if it's necessarily in here. With I believe the skeleton of a dwarf in it. It's a reference to a scene from Game of Thrones. Maybe it's in this game. It might not be in this game. I might be confusing it with another game somewhere, but. Did I level up? Anyone else level up? Cassandra has leveled up a few times.
How do you know they won't attack here?
Darkspawn don't think.
Your worship.
Why are there so many Orlesians in my hall? Please get rid of them.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The Maker hasn't shown himself for some time. There's no reason he'd start now.
Perhaps you're right. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
That sounds like pain.
Sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death.
They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jeddah to deal with the matter.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
A whisper campaign. It would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command.
Alright, I think I've leveled up my thing a little bit as well, so... There's a few extra things to do. Right, underworld knowledge, secret, I've got the arcane. Nobility knowledge, we'll go with some of that.
Are you alright, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
More of a haven, yes. Edgy dagger grip. Love it. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found
Colin,
anyone alive?
send in the
Excavation
boys.
is slow, as you can imagine.
Personalizations. Yep, why not? That's Mars friendship. King Balin.
At your service.
As to our cause, some of the most formidable warriors in the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king had also graciously offered to share Orzamar's wealth. He recognizes the threat Corypheus poses. Nice. Shadows over Denver. King Alistair. Oh. Send in the boys. Pitch battle with evil mages disguised as kitchen servants. Fireballs flying and swords flashing. It brings back old times. Won't be eating anything coming out of those kitchens for a while, let me tell you. I wonder if they were going to poison me? Nah, see, look all this. Anyhow, I'm grateful for the Inquisition's help. We're going to find the menu. King Alistair Theron. Or Theron. Theron? Something. Disaster in the Deep Roads. That's the Descent DLC. Secure routes for the Frostbacks. Yes. Send in the boys!
Alright.
Ooh. Brendan Baroness. Dorian, while most Ventor Magisters are not Ventor supporters, they've also not raised a finger to prevent the Ventor from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. Magister contacting Quarnus by the name of Mivaris Tilani, that's a name and a half, it definitely turns sense to Ventor. Attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate that would see Ventor activity sharply curtailed into Ventor. Dorian suggests that Quiet Inquisition supported Mivaris, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Definitely send Liliana for that. Those ones for a shot. Serpent of Navarra. Don't know what that one is. To enter an age by the name of Virilius. Or Virelius, sorry. To certain his goal was to report to Spears in the Tevinter city of Trevis, then we struck. I'm told that our agent, a reaver named Tamar, I believe that's one of the multiplayer characters, had a bloody swath through the ranks and Virelius himself was captured. We recovered various artifacts he carried, and reports state that King Marcus came to his senses as if awaking from a dream. The Venatori threat in Navarra has been eliminated. Ah, cool. Get fucked, mages.
All right.
Nice. So it's just, yeah. I'm gonna call it there because I'm getting quite tired. And it is late. And I've been at work today, so I'm more tired than I would normally be. Oh, yeah. That is Priest to Leon, I believe.
Inquisitor.
Or Empriest, fuck knows. I know the place you're on about, Maxi. It's a cool place.
Hey.
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
So, who's Scout Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
Yes, she is.
I have to go.
Right. Actually, that's something I will do, is... Can I really not fast... You used to be able to fast travel down there, you know that. Yeah, I'll head to the Undercroft, because there's bits and pieces of the fort that I'm able to... like... instruct the craftsmanship of. Like, I think you can make like a Templar tower and stuff like that, and
worship.
I want to see what I've got currently unlocked.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Where's my other hat?
Right there.
Oh, I see. I don't actually have the ship for it yet.
Flower motif, I think.
Good call. Maybe look into doing that, shouldn't I? Fucking elf fruit. Of course I need more fucking elf fruit. Right. Well, if I need quarries, I don't think there's any in like the hinterlands or anything, so I will probably have to actually unlock somewhere else. I think of where I can get. I think there's quarries in Fils du Lion actually. So I'll unlock that and then I'm gonna hop off. I think that's what the place is called. I know there's two Orlesian places you go to. There's the Emerald Graves, or like the Dales or whatever. Obviously there's the capital in that one. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Okay, Exalted Plains, Fils du Lion, and the Emerald Graves. Okay, so here's the three Orlesian areas. The one you're on about, I believe, is...
in the past nearby.
It's either the Exalted Plains or Fils. The Emerald Graves is the more like jungly kind of place. Yeah, why not? Oh, okay. That just sums up Sarah, doesn't it? Something tells me I've started romancing her or something, if that's suddenly popped up. Let's see if this is the place that you run about Maxie. I think it might be.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Must we dwell on such gloomy things?
I don't want to dwell, but look. It must have been so beautiful. Maybe even romantic.
This is where the elves made their last stand, isn't it?
Ah, you've studied the Dales. Yes. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke.
Fair.
Now
Don't want to
they
die
the
for
Dales
nobility
their own.
either.
Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
Come on, let me jump in the fire. Boring.
Keep off the ramparts? I wonder why.
I was never good at doing what other people wanted.
Need to get a little two-handed sword now. Neat. Is this the place you were on about, Mexi? I think it is. Okay. Dorian just blew that thing up. Absolutely obliterated a zombie. Love it.
How can anyone stop these things?
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
I must tend our fallen.
Let's save it here. See if there's anyone to raid, and then I'm gonna skedaddle off to bed in Dreamland. Because I'm fucking tired. Gentlemen. Any of the people I watch online? Rush is normally on at this time, isn't he? Well, he's not. The Saturday. Normally he streams on Saturdays. Huh, weird. Oh well. Guess it's just off to bed then. One time. Oh, it's fucking 2 o'clock here now. Normally he's on by now. Right. Either way, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm really enjoying getting back into Inquisition, so it's been fun. Thank you all for humoring me. Yeah. Till next time, keep being beautiful people.